Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's an absolute pleasure again to talk to the first batch of young achievers. Incidentally, I'm very happy to share with you the information that the response to the videos that we have shared, the 6 of them, has been absolutely positive. The highest has been 800 for Khushbu's video, and for everybody of you, it is between 200 and 300. We are just doing this before Diwali so that you can wish your family and friends and community members Diwali. We are planning to release this video in this month, maybe on 22nd of this month. And the purpose of this video is an open mic. All of you are welcome to share your views, your ideas about the experience that you had going through this and when it was viewed and circulated among your family and friends and whatever. 1. 2, because the community has seen you, it has started expecting something from you. And in your view, what you would want to do as a payback, though it may be a little early to talk about payback, but a payback in your own way to the community and to the profession that you're wedded to the youngsters, which was the purpose. Youngsters meaning 5-10 years younger than you, which you can contribute to them in whichever way you can. As I said, to repeat, it's an open mic. What we expect you to do is that we have a dialogue. So the first thing you do is again introduce yourself very quickly in a minute or two, and then we'll have an open general discussion applicable to all, and then we'll go to the payback. Yeah. So shall we start with Toral, who's on the left? Toral, welcome to the show, and introduce yourself.
Good morning, and good morning to everybody. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year. I am Dr. Toral Bhatt, and I'm a pediatrician. And today we are here to first of all thank you all for giving us such an encouraging response, and then secondly we'll speak to you. We'll talk in detail. For now, I'm Dr. Toral, and we'll be there for the next half an hour.
Yeah. Over to Khushbu.
Thank you. Jai Hatkesh, all of you. Wishing you a very happy Diwali to all of you. Myself, Dr. Khushbu. I had done my MPhil and PhD in physical chemistry. I am writer too. And thank you all of you for seeing us. Thank you so much.
Over to Neeyati. Mike. Your mic. Neeyati, your mic.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So, hello everybody. I'm Neeyati. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and I work as a director with one of the leading consulting firms. And I think I would like to thank, the organizers, yourself, to create this platform. Actually, it's very encouraging and giving us all an opportunity to feel that we have achieved something. And that's very important. So thank you once again for that, and thank you all for listening to us and kind of spreading the word. I think that was the message that we all want to jointly share. Thank you.
Thank you. Sidhhi.
Good morning, everyone. Jai Hatkesh. Myself, Sidhhi Desai. I'm a Bharatanatyam performing artist, a coach, and a therapist. I specialize dealing with youngsters who have emotional problems or are dealing with anxiety and exam pressures and everything. And I wanted to thank Kartik Uncle and Mehul Uncle and the entire committee for giving us the platform where we can put forth our story and share our failures and successes with the audience. And thank you so much, all the viewers, for such an amazing response. And we look forward in spending more time with you, which we are going to discuss in our further time that we are here today. And we wish you a happy Diwali and a prosperous New Year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kandarp, Raja, known as both.
Yeah,
You're the lucky one. You're the only guy among the ladies. as far as the invitees are concerned.
Yeah, I guess one guy missed out on the meeting today.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm Kandarp. I'm currently working as a postdoctoral researcher in the field of neuroscience in Kyoto University. I want to thank all our viewers for such a humbling and encouraging response that they have given to us, all our videos. So thank you all, and wish you a happy Diwali and prosperous New Year.
Thank you. So now we are on open mic. I leave the floor open. Anybody wants to contribute something? Essentially, to start with, the topic or the question that I have for the open mic is, how was your experience at the interview and after the interview? The mic is yours. It's an open mic. Just raise your hand and start.
Okay, I'll start, I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead, I'll speak later, no problem.
Okay. So first of all, I'll talk about during the interview, I guess. So during the interview, I talked about certain things which I have usually not shared with people. And these are the life experiences I have. So these are very personal moments, but as it was explained to us before the interview, that this can be an enriching experience. Our life can be enriching experience for somebody else as well. So I decided to share these things with everyone, and sharing it also made me realize that how much important it is to part everyone with knowledge. So that is also something which I want to carry out further in my life. As I mentioned in my previous videos also, that I would like to teach. And so, yes, so this has been on a personal level also, it has been a very good experience. And about the response, that it has been extremely humbling to see all the comments and all the wishes which flowed in after the video. So it has been very nice experience. And like I said, I want to help as many people as I can in this lifetime. So definitely teaching is one of the modes I feel where I can impact as many lives as possible. So that is something which I will be taking up in my future. That is my future plan. And apart from that, any guidance, any help anybody wants, I'm available through any means which are available. And thanks to internet, it has become more people are more accessible nowadays. So yes.
Yeah. Next, anybody who's raising his hands? Yeah, Sidhhi.
So I'll begin in the same format as you mentioned. During the interview, it was pretty exciting because we were not sent the questionnaire, and Kartik Uncle was like, I'm going to ask you on this spot and everything. So I think it was pretty exciting. And as Kandarp mentioned, sharing one's story, there are certain moments that are really close to our hearts, and putting it out there. I was a little nervous at the start, but I think Kartik Uncle made me really comfortable. And post the interview, post the link that was shared with my audience and with everyone, I received a call from my first supervisor. So where I was where I was working first, like that was the place I was working, and she was my supervisor. She called me specially, and she just told me that I keep on seeing your dance updates and coaching that you're doing and everything. But after I saw this interview, I couldn't resist myself to talk with you. And she was extremely proud, and she shared that I'm going to make my daughter also watch this. And she's a South Indian, so though she did not understand the entire part, Gujarati hatu, but she was like, language is not a problem, because the vibe of both of the people was so good that the essence of the interview was there. So yeah, it made me feel right, like I'm on the right track, where people are watching the interview and they're getting encouraged, and they're making their children watch. So it was overwhelming.
Excellent. Next, who's Who's raising her hand, his hand? He's to ho gaya. Who's her hand? Yes, Neeyati. Yes, Neeyati.
Yeah. So again, I think before the interview, I probably did not I think so much. What will I talk and how will it go? But the way you had curated the questions or the interview, it was pretty natural the way I spoke, and then I looked back, and it made me see my journey in a very different way. Because there are so many moments that happen in one's life, but to get it all together and view it in a very once like a flashback, how it went and how it is right now, it makes you feel that yes, there was something special about those moments which you don't realize at that moment, but they become important when you look back. So yeah, that was a very a good experience. After the interview, obviously there was a lot of wishes, a lot of lovely appreciation comments that came by, and the whole I was very overwhelmed by the experience, learning. I mean, I've never given an interview before, never. So besides my job interview, so after that, I think after 14 years, this was the first time where I went through this experience. But it was a learning on some points where I shared with you, and others who. It's important. I think this was also a very important learning experience for me. I'll take it that way. And yes, going forward, I think it was very encouraging, and it gives you more confidence about yourself, about what you can do and what you mean to yourself, actually, because I think you never think about yourself many times. So that's how I take it, and hopefully it will just get better. So yeah, thank
Thanks.
you so much for this. Yeah.
Incidentally, between Neeyati and myself, we had decided that we will not reveal our relationship, and I think this time we can. Neeyati is my daughter-in-law, married to my son Nishit, and we had another impediment that we could not mention her name of our organization for obvious reasons. So here was a father-in-law talking to a daughter-in-law. So I'm sure you are under more pressure, Neeyati, to that extent as compared to others. All of you are children, so I think the test was on both sides. And I think we passed off it successfully. I think.
Yeah, I think it was very good, and I think I shared a very different experience with you
Yeah.
in this line. So it was lovely.
Yeah, I know. So it was a learning for me also to that extent. I'm sure, absolutely. Yeah, Toral, and Khushbu is left. So who's next? Toral, yes, Toral.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you go ahead.
No, you can. You say.
So firstly, as Neeyati rightly said, I would definitely a big thanks to the organizers and Mama for first of all making me feel that I'm an achiever. First, because that really boosts confidence. When you are confident about yourself, can you impart that? I mean, can you talk about it, or other people will get some confidence listening to you. So firstly, thank you. Even before the interview, I mean, I knew that I was going to be interviewed, and I had thought a few things. Maybe I'll say this or I'll talk this. But during the interview, the way I was interviewed, I the experiences that I shared, I never thought I would ever share all that, and it just came out from the heart. And the way it was, I mean, the way it was taken by everybody, I was really humbled. And it was when I was sharing also, the way I mean, as Neeyati rightly, the way I look back at my journey, this kind of reminded me of my previous experience, which I had not actually thought also. And post the interview, the way people encouraged me, or I got calls from people saying that it was a good, encouraging interview. So it was good. I mean, I felt good that people were encouraged by listening to my story, and if I could help even one person by that, I'll be really thankful to the organizers and to the people to have listened to me. And again, as a pediatrician or as a person, if anybody needs any help regarding their, I mean, for as to any all youngsters to take up medicine as a career, or for their children, if you need any help, anything, I really wish nobody still didn't fall ill or they need help. But then anything, I'm always available, and I'll be really happy to help, because this is how I can give back to the society, and I would really want to, because this is the way my knowledge can help anybody, it would be the best thing.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, Khushbu.
Now, yeah, it was a very nice experience during the interview. Before interview, I was thinking that what type of questions you will ask to me. But during the interview session, you and Mehul Bhai make me feel so comfortable that we can speak something that we have not spoke to anybody else. And after interview, it was a very amazing week for me, that lots of wishes coming to my message box and to WhatsApp and to Facebook, and lots of people were calling that, and some 2 or 3 my relatives sent me my flyer to me. And after interview, it was a feeling like મારી શિક્ષણ યાત્રાને મેં મારી નજરે ફરીથી જોઈ in Gujarati. So it was a very nice experience during the interview, and I am really grateful to all of you for creating such a platform for us and feeling like that we are young achievers. And it was a very, after interview, it was a very nice week for me, that wishes and viewers, they were calling me and wishing me that it was a very nice session. And one of the most attracting part of my that interview was my guide had seen the interview, and she had put that on her Facebook page, that it was feel me so proud that she considered me as her sincere most student. So it was very nice experience with all of you, and I am really thankful to all of you for creating such a platform that inspires the others to do something in their life. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is very, actually it is helping in all 3 ways. First of all, for us, we become, to believe that we are achievers makes us confident, makes us more, we can give more to the society, or maybe we can do more in our field, because it makes us confident. The way we talk, if it encourages other people, it will encourage other people. The other youngsters also feel that if they do something, even if whatever little, if we have done something, even if they can do something, they will also become more confident. So this entire thing is really helpful for us also, and for the listeners also, thankfully.
Yeah, let me share some. Yeah, yes, Sidhhi.
No, uncle, you can continue. That's okay.
Yeah, what I want to share with you is that today evening we are releasing a video of a journey of our mandal completing 75 years, and a lot of people have come back to me saying that this is a major achievement that the community has done, and that we now know that there are so many good achievers. And in that journey of 1 hour that is going to be telecast today at 5 o'clock, so please tune in and check on, you will get your links. There is a special mention about this particular activity. So what I want to put pressure on you and tell you is that now the community is going to started expecting something from you. So the question that I will have after Sidhhi makes her statement. Sidhhi, you were saying something.
It was related to this one, uncle, so you can put forth your questions. I'll answer accordingly.
Yeah. So the question that I have in mind, and for you to sort of think seriously, is that what will be the payback from your point of view, right? That you think you can do, because all of us, all of you in particular, you are at an age where you would want to concentrate your maximum energy and effort towards your career growth. All of you are professionals, and career is very important to you, and therefore money and everything else will follow. But more important in these times is that how you as youngsters, as individuals who are already achievers in your own circle, would want to pay back to the society. Yes, you would help somebody in doing or guiding in what you have done in your own profession or vocation or whatever. But maybe something beyond that, you see, because it is all those little things that every individual does outside his normal scope of work and activity that really makes a good, healthy, vibrant society. Again, it's open mic. Raise your hand. Please contribute. Raja, how are you doing on time? You are our timekeeper.
Yes. We still have around 10 minutes.
Okay. So in 10 minutes, we'll,
I was mentioning the same exact thing, that what I loved the most about the entire idea is that it is focused on youngsters, and it is reaching out to young people who are in a place where they are maybe confused, in a dilemma of whether and what to pursue in their life. And having a plethora of careers here, from chartered accountants to doctors and to pediatricians and to a classical dancer and a healer. I think the youngsters will be more aware of the opportunities that they have, and they can have the courage to follow their hearts at the end of the day. And from my side, I've always, as I mentioned in my interview also, my entire focus is on the youngsters. And this being the amazing platform that it is, I think it will get me closer to our community, young people who are there. And anybody out there who is facing any career issues or emotional well-being and not having the courage to maybe follow something, I'm very happily I'm very happy to give them one-to-one sessions of NLP or maybe EFT, so that they can come out of the limitations that they have built, maybe due to pressures or society conditions or whatever, and they can just come out of it and like really soar and be successful. And like yesterday's the result of the USA, I was so happy for Kamala for being the first vice president. So I think anything is possible, and we are here to help and serve to anybody that needs us.
Yeah. Next, who's next?
May I?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, Khushbu.
Yeah. There are certain points that keep in my mind. I don't know whether they are proper or not, but I would like to share to all of you that I think some foundations are running in our community or in other community or in the society. So as we are earning properly, or as we are doing very great work in our field, so it is our duty towards our nation to give some of them financial support. If we find any of the kids or any of the children who are we are not able to pay their fees or not purchasing their books, and they are wanted to study, so we can help them by that. And I think the healthy society making the nation healthy, and it is our moral duty that આ દેશે આ રાષ્ટ્રે આપણને આટલું બધું આપ્યું છે, તો આપણી પણ કોઈક ફરજો બને છે. And it is very important to bring our children to some community functions, that they can aware of some functions, they can aware of some foundations, and they will make as we are doing in same way. And we can make some financial support to some of the social organizations, that they can give them to the brilliant student, or they can give them as an award or the prize. So it is very important, I think. And secondary thing, that I'll pay back to the society in a way that I can help any of the researcher in my relevant field. So I can help them in writing, or I can help them in a research field also, or writing the books or research paper, any of them. And another duty of our young achiever is to encourage our kids and encourage the children who are studying nowadays. So moral support and the encouragement is very important tool for children and kids. So it is our duty to pay back to the society, to the community, and to the nation too.
Yep. Next. Yes, Neeyati.
Yeah, so considering the time, I'll not repeat what others said. I think that is also very important. So besides that, I just like to add one thing is, I would like to, or I'm happy to talk to parents, okay, because I think somewhere, I mean, in the surroundings, I think guiding parents about what is happening today. Not everybody is privileged, or not all children are would have that support from that perspective. So parents' encouragement is the most important thing, according to me, because that will kind of direct a child's thought. So I think talking more to parents, having these sessions more for parents, will kind of also bring about that change in thought processes amongst the community, amongst the surrounding. I think that is one. And second thing is, I mean, now times are definitely changing. But earlier, I mean, even in the profession I am personally, the pyramid goes very smaller. There are very fewer and fewer women at certain stages, which, it's sometimes not very nice to see. Like, for example, in my own field, in my particular line, I am the only one, at a particular level. So, you need more women or more girls, kind of being encouraged towards this, doing something about their life. It can be anything. It can be a profession, pursue a hobby, pursue or something cultural, like Sidhhi is doing so lovely. Anything that they can do, bring about some meaning in their life and be independent. It is very important that today all the women, all the girls are independent. And I'm not saying in a particular way, but I think this is how our generally, while growing up, મેં જોયું છે કે આપણે ગુજરાતી ફેમિલીઝમાં અને એવી રીતે મેં વધારે જોયું છે કે if there are girls and boys in the family, the boys are more encouraged to pick up their careers, do something, કે ભાઈ business કરવાનું છે, job કરવાનું છે. And the women are not that. So I think times are changing for sure, but it's not there still. So I think this messaging is very important to bring or change the thought process. So that's where I would like to contribute and share my experience regarding that.
So next, who's next? Quick, raise your hand. You are the Toral and Kandarp are pending. Okay, Toral, go ahead.
Okay. As a way to pay back, definitely I had previously also said if anybody has any doubts
you
regarding
said that,
anything,
right? You shared it, right? You or am I? Are you repeating?
Yeah,
You're repeating, right? Oh,
no, that's what I'm telling. So that is there definitely. And more than that, as Neeyati rightly said, dedication and the encouragement from parents is also important for youngsters to come back. Second thing I would like to say, I mean, I don't know if this is the right platform, but this I want to put forth. For my profession, for doctors, for anything, trust is the most important thing for anybody who, if you go anywhere, if anybody helps you out, you have to trust that the person is helping you for, I mean, the point of views can be different, but it is always for your benefit. So there are very few, I mean, there are all kinds of people in the society, but there are very few people who will really want to cheat you or do something bad for you. So mostly, considering if we are good and we go in a good faith, mostly everybody always helps you out in a good faith. So with trust and with helping each other, we can grow further. And especially for girls, as Neeyati rightly said, we have to be united. We have to fight. I wouldn't say fight for ourselves, but speak up for ourselves. And since we have a larger share of responsibilities, I would also request the others to help us and to consider girls and to encourage them more.
Yeah, interesting. Raja?
I'll just take a minute because that's how much time is left now.
Oh, just a minute left. Just a minute left. Then I'll have to wind up because I want to leave a message. Sorry, sure. Raja. Yeah. So tell me exactly. It's just 1 minute. Just 1 minute left now.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe. Okay.
1 minute.
Yeah. So it was absolute pleasure, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if I can say that. The biggest problem that organizations have is that youngsters don't turn up. If you attend any community function, our mandal function, you will find that there is only gray hair. Not only gray hair, people who don't have anything at home to do, in a very crude way to say, "Ghare betha che navra to chalo tyan jaine besi be manas ne malsu." That has to change. Ajna situation ma, we have actually created a buzz. So rather than we, I'm saying you have actually created a buzz through sharing your experiences, and people are actually started expecting from you. So what I would suggest you do is that you just go out, other than your work. I know you have busy schedules. You have a lot of pull and
Yes.
pressure in your jobs, but you have to commit yourself to spend maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe a day in a fixed time, maybe in a month, in whatever schedule you can make up. Prioritize that one day, make a commitment that you will do something which is different and away from your bread and butter issues, from your growth issues. Like Neeyati has said, she wants to talk to parents, like Sidhhi is saying, she wants to talk to young children. She's teaching all that, like Khushbu is doing. She's doing her work as a research, or as Toral is doing, or as Raja of course in Japan, so he can't do much here in India. But still, you can use so many mediums are available. And I would urge you, you have created, guys, realize you have created a buzz. For example, I didn't know so many things about my own daughter-in-law, about my own niece like Toral, or about my nephew like Raja. You are related, but you never knew as much about me. So there are people who are waiting now. They know. I'm overemphasizing, but I'm saying, and that is what will be the payback that you can do. So commit yourself. It's an urge to you. It's a request to you. It's almost a command to you. If I can do that because I'm elder to you, is that commit a time and stick to that schedule to do something for somebody you think is necessary to do outside your bread and butter issues. I can't emphasize it more. And I do I hear yes from you all loud and clear?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.